WPTW with me, and they are from Awakenings Christian Fellowship. Matt Wendell, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. You can speak up a little bit.
Fantastic. How are you, buddy?
There you go. Matt, tell us a little bit about Awakenings.
So Awakenings is a recovery center, life recovery center. And it's all about people that's been kind of left out or feel like they're left out and feel like they need a second chance. And so really it's a community of people that's been labeled that really feel like a sore thumb in other venues. And so it's this beautiful collection of people that have been wounded and hurt that really need help to recover from their lives. Mm-hmm. And that's really what we're about.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. And you guys are located right in downtown Pickwick.
Smack downtown.
What's
right there.
The address?
317 North Main Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Right across from Barclays.
And you brought some friends with you today. So let's go down the line. Katie, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Great.
I'm super excited to be here.
I could tell, and I'm happy that you're here. And Neil is here as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you guys are members of the fellowship, correct?
Yes, I have been here since the beginning. Awakenings has been open for 4 years, and I think I came on the second or third week.
Oh, wow. All right. And Neil, how about you? How long have you been with Awakenings?
Almost a year in December. I was over at the Bethany Center. I was in a band at the time, and I was doing a Christmas concert. Matt approached me, and I started to attend, and he figured out that I was a good fit because of the stuff I was doing in the community to help Awakening. So I'm on the staff now.
Fantastic. Matt pulling it all together. And so let's get into it. What exactly, you briefly touched on it just a moment ago, what you guys do. But how does it work? If somebody is needing help and needing maybe to surround themselves with people that aren't using or you don't. It's not just drug use. It's all kinds of addictions.
Yeah, it's across the board.
Yeah.
So what it is we do have a program, and we do cycle people through this program, and the program is built to tackle the 4 core areas of a person's life. So the first thing we're going to touch is their spiritual relationship with God. But the second thing is usually when you're labeled or you're broken, the next thing that breaks down is your relationship with a family and your relationship with the community of people and your relationship in the community at large. So we work to help restore all those areas. And so we have purpose-driven techniques that help to reestablish that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And so how does your kind of weekly schedule? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So on a Sunday morning, we have more of our traditional core program. And so you're going to get, we have a full meal, a full breakfast, and I mean, it's a good breakfast, baby.
Oh, I bet.
I'm talking biscuits and cornbread and all that stuff. So, and that's at every venue. So we come in, we eat together, we become a family, we sing together, but then we're always learning something that tackles one of those areas. And so that's Sundays. And then Tuesday, we offer personal counseling. And then we also offer Tuesday evenings, we offer personal education on these type venues. And then Wednesday, it's back into another rhythm cycle, part of the core, part of the program where we're going through one of those 4 things. And then Thursday, we offer an anonymous support group, which is really, really awesome. And so it's a chance for you to come in and be with people who are like you or have had like experiences, and you can connect. And that's really a neat piece of the program. Yeah.
And you're helping people.
We are.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, we are. Right now we have 58, 60 adults enrolled in the program, and they're peppered all over the place. So it's kind of like you pick what you need. Like if you need just support on a Thursday night and maybe a Wednesday night, and that's what people do. Sure. Rarely do we have someone that makes all 4 in a week, right? Yeah, but you come to what you need, and we allow that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And so anybody can come.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody's welcome, no matter what's happening in their life.
That's right. So the only requirement is that you want to change. That's the requirement. It is a program, and the program is to take you from point A and to help you recover.
Yeah.
And so that's the big requirement right there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. And something like that, and you've been there 4 years, but it's needed more now than ever.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chaos out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of information. It's hard to navigate life these days. The families are taking a really tough toll, and nothing's traditional anymore.
Yeah.
And so you just got to find a way to get your footing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Awakenings program does that. It offers you that spiritual side to what God gives us, to give you a place to stand and to know where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just so critical these days.
It's great. And you do it from an angle where you bring people in and you make them a part of your family.
Yeah.
You're just there to support them.
Yeah. So, to do that, traditionally, we'll say to someone, this is your messed up parts in life, and all we want to do is to see you make that right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's fine, but that's any recovery program.
Sure.
We're going around that.
Yeah.
So you have to see what the issue is, but you can't stop there. You got to go behind the issue and get the story behind the issue, and that's where you got to become a friend. Mm-hmm. And so you just can't stop because, hey, I'm a drunk alcoholic and I beat my wife on Saturday night, and great, let's come in and let's get your mind and put it through this mind control system, and make you change. No. There's a reason why you're doing that.
Yeah.
And so our goal is to get back to that reason.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And so, Katie, what you joined? What you said the second day or something like the second week?
Yeah, the second week, about 4 years ago.
Wow. And what has your experience been like?
Oh my gosh. It's been nothing but positive.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that there haven't been, difficult times.
Sure.
Navigating being a part of this church for the past 4 years. But personally, this church has changed my life. I have been that person needing support. I have needed someone to come alongside me and help me. I have struggled with anxiety and depression, and navigating that alone is almost impossible. And I know that, I'm not the only one out there that needs help and needs someone to come alongside them. And Matt has been that person for me. Awakenings has been that support for me. And, I know that there are other people out there that need that, not just with anxiety or depression, but with everything. It may just be navigating life on the daily. It may be anger or drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
But just to know that there are people out there that are willing to look past, what you're dealing with or your past, that's everything, because we all have a story, we all have labels, and so often that's all someone sees. Yeah. We need someone to look past that, and Awakenings is that, and to know that it's local and that you can just walk in and be embraced and loved. There's nothing like that.
It's very good. Excellent. Fantastic. And Neil, what is you met Matt at the Bethany Center, but since then, what's it like being a part of this? How did it change your life?
Well, I've already been involved, like I said, with the Bethany Center and in the community, trying to reach out to people. My heart is the same type of heart that Caitlin and Matt has, is to reach anyone, not discredit them. I look at it like, a lot of people, because like they said, the labels, we've been labeled in society, and we look down, because I've talked to people, I said, you see someone and you feel a desire to help someone change, but what if you found out they were a certain type of person? Would you still reach out? Well, I'm the type of person that will reach out to anyone. So when I saw what he was doing, he saw me the one night at the Bethany Center, saw me singing in the band I was in, and invited me out there, and I liked what I saw from the get-go. This is different. So as time went on, he saw that I had leadership abilities and stuff, that, and the compassion that I had for people to go in there and to be type of leader to these people, to help them, pull them out. What I also like is they have once a month they'll have an activity. Mm-hmm. We'll come in and we'll just, it's not really, because some churches, you expect to see certain things when you go, and some nights you'll come in there and we'll be playing games, because a lot of these people, they've been ostracized in society, and they don't have a lot of friends or whatever. So we come in, we want them to feel that friendship, and we'll have games and all that, and then we just have different aspects. One night we'll have where they can stand up and give stories about how they struggle, and sometimes it can be dark, and we're not judging them, and we just and how they're overcoming, and it's all intertwined. And I'm just glad to be part of it, and it's changed my life as a person to help me, because I always struggle with how can I help more than what I was doing, and affiliated with them, I've got a way so we can all work together to help people in a better way. I think
that's awesome. That's fantastic. Matt, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and talk some more, all right?
All right, sounds good.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. That's Awakenings Christian Fellowship, Matt, Katie, and Neil. Super glad that they're here. It is 8:15 on this Thursday, 60 degrees, 98.1, 1570 WPTW. Here we go. 98.1, 1570 WPTW. Aaron in the AM. It is 8:27, 60 degrees on this fantastic Thursday, October 5th. I've got some guests in the studio A with me. Awakenings Christian Fellowship, Matt Wendell. How we doing?
We're doing great.
Great. Fantastic. Yeah. And you brought Katie and Neil with you.
Yeah.
And you guys belong to Awakenings. You started it. You started this wonderful program.
4 years ago.
Yeah. Tell us how that happened.
Well, the motive for it actually comes from a set of go-go boots and my mom in a brawl. So,
wow.
Believe it or not. So,
okay.
As a young kid, she had had a really tough night of domestic violence. And she was really abused pretty good. And she knew the trauma that had brought to us as kids. So the next day she's getting ready for work, and all of a sudden she comes out in her bra and these go-go boots, and she's singing Rod Stewart, "If you think I'm sexy, do you want my body?" Right? So
wow.
It causes us to laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
But my mom, in doing that, taught me that there's always a story behind the story. And so on the surface, people might have looked at my mom, they might have labeled her, single mom, and how could she expose her kids to this stuff, and how could she be with a guy that would do that to her for 8 years? And that's what we want to do, right? We want to stop on the surface. But my mom needed someone to go behind the surface,
right,
and really see her heart. And that's probably the birth of how I see things today. And so people come in the front door. Listen, there's a story behind the stereotype. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah.
And that's what Awakenings is about.
Sure. Wow. That's pretty powerful. That's great. And just to kind of, if somebody just joined us and they're in their car listening, tell us what you guys do. What do you offer? Who comes to Awakenings? So just kind of let us know.
Yeah. So 4 years ago, the Lord had put on my heart this really huge need and disparity about connecting with people. And there needed to be something very unique that took away the inhibitions of people wanting to connect with other people. And the only way you do that is you have to create an environment, like AA creates an environment where you're not going to feel the inhibition of being an alcoholic and walk in. So we needed that in our church. We needed that. Get rid of the inhibitions, get rid of the fear, create something that you can come in as you are. But to do that, you have to raise a banner up to let people know you're serious about it. So in doing that, all labels welcome. So we honestly do solicit a felon. We honestly do solicit maybe someone that's on a registry. We honestly go after the person who has that drug addiction. And so when you come in, it's a triage center. You're not going to find pretty people at all. You have to act like you're at a bar. And if you walk in there with that attitude and you're not afraid of people's hurt, you're not afraid of people's labels, then you can get around all that baggage. And you can really get to the core of the issue.
That's really cool.
So that's really how Awakenings got started.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great story.
Yeah.
And you said you have about 50 people. How many people?
Yeah. So right now there's 60 what we
60.
call on the roll, and so and they'll come at any different time. So it's like a smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Right. So Sunday, you have a rhythm that's actually part of the program, and it's part of Wednesdays too. So you can either pick one or the other, and you're going to get core teachings in the core of our program. You can come Tuesday and get personal counseling, which a lot of people need, just somebody's shoulder to talk to.
Sure, yeah.
Right? And then Tuesday evenings, we go a little deeper. We actually go into our studies and we teach people how to change.
Okay.
And that's on Tuesday nights. And then Thursday night is more of a group setting.
Yeah.
So of those 60 people, on any given time we meet, we might have 20 to 25 in there. That's about the average. But they're spread out over those four months. Yeah.
And you guys want to talk about some of the programs you have, right?
Yeah.
You have a trauma center?
Yeah. So we just partnered with an organization called Grace Point, an amazing group of people. And they have some clinical therapists that run this trauma recovery group. And they've offered to give us that.
Wow.
And so we're going to spin that up this January. And it's a 6-week program that Grace Point puts on. And they're going to come to us and our people. And I'm not talking little traumas. I'm talking someone who's been raped or molested. And that's who's really coming to awaken is those people.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to get taught how to get out of that. And so Grace Point's going to do that. So trauma recovery, we're offering that now.
That's amazing.
Caitlin will tell you a little bit more about downstairs.
We also have a wonderful resource center in-house downstairs for all kinds of people who are looking for various resources. We have food downstairs, our in-house food pantry. We provide clothing, toothbrushes, a little bit of everything really, and we provide it to anyone who's in need. And the wonderful thing is that we don't ask questions. You can take what you need whenever. And we have had so many people from our church, within our church, and people coming in off of the street who just need help. So if they come in just with the clothes on their back and they need a toothbrush or soap, food.
Or shoes.
Shoes. We have shoes.
That's really important.
If they even need to do laundry, we have a washer and dryer downstairs, and we allow them to do their laundry completely for free.
That's great.
And it is a wonderful thing because, sometimes we're just so ashamed to ask for help.
Right.
And we don't ask questions. If you need a shirt or pants, anything, you can walk downstairs and take what you need.
Can I add that?
Absolutely.
So Grace Point is stepping up the game on that, and they're bringing us brand new clothing items to distribute. If you're homeless, you already feel like crap.
Right.
So why wouldn't we try to put new stuff and offer that? And so Grace Point's going to help us do that as well.
That's
so
exciting.
Thank you.
Of course, and that is a good point. The items in our resource center are not just raggedy hand-me-downs. These are nice items. They are brand new. We don't want to give these people rags. We want to let them walk away feeling some sense of pride because their circumstances certainly aren't allowing them to feel that way. So we want to help them walk away feeling some sense of pride in who they are. And if a brand new pair of shoes or an outfit can help them feel that way.
Yeah, it could change your attitude. I mean, change your life.
Absolutely. Something as simple as a new shirt can help you do that.
Yeah, that's great. And Neil, how are you involved? Do you play some music some days?
Okay, yeah, let me talk a little bit about that. So I do the music. I've been involved with music about 20 some years. I write music, write my own songs. So I get to administrate some of my songs there. And a lot of people's been getting a lot of stuff out of them. I do a little bit of the ministering there. Outside of that, one of the leaders. So I help out Matt a lot. Me and him are like side by side in this. He's allowed me to come side by side with him, and to mainly the majority of the stuff that goes on there, he'll ask me how I can get involved to help him, and just back and forth and all that. And I wanted to mention too, we also have from Grace Christian Bookstore donated certain books. And there's a whole bunch there, material there, and it's really amazing. I've got some of other people's got some. We started like what's called a book club. So there's books there, and we'll read them. And if we look at them like, wow, everyone should read this, that could really benefit them, we'll get up there and announce it. And so we also ask the congregation if they have extra money and they want to help, because a lot of people go there are more on the poor side. They don't have a lot of money.
Sure.
So there's some people that do. So we said, if you want to help people out, fill out on the envelope and put book club, and you can donate some money. That way, if people want to get one of the books that we recommend, they don't have the money, there's money put back. So I'm involved with Matt on more of the leadership part, like walk side by side and just trying to give him insight that I see to maybe better, we can do things a little bit better and how to really help people.
Well, that's fantastic. That's great. Matt, so just one more time, tell us your hours, where you're at, and the days that you're open, because you're not open every day.
No, we're not.
Right.
So we're night owl people.
Yeah.
All right. So except for Sunday mornings, you can come in. We open up around 9 o'clock, 9:30. We got a full breakfast, and then our services and our program actually starts at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Tuesdays we open at 4, and we go from 4 to 8, and that's when we're offering personal counseling. That's when we're offering that in-depth, learning opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesdays we open at 4 again, but our actual program starts at 6.
Okay.
So it runs to about 8 o'clock, and that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
And then on Thursdays it's 4 to 8 again, but at 6 o'clock is the support group.
Okay.
And so that's our hours. So
Yeah.
we're not daytime people for the most part, to be honest with you. We like to sleep in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't let you sleep in today, did I?
No, you didn't.
And in terms of who can come, it's anybody.
Yeah, it is.
It's just anybody
who's looking for help through faith, right? Because we are a faith-based program.
And I'm gonna throw you a curveball here.
Yeah.
If there's a single mother out there and they have kids, can they bring their kids?
So they can. So that's a good point. We have a strict policy, no child left behind. So what we do is we help those parents work with those kids in service. So we are definitely like a family atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids are out there with us.
Yeah.
And my wife is stunning in that. So she has like
good.
clipboards and activities, and we help parents learn how to be parents.
Yeah.
And you do
That's
that by
great.
having them be in with the adults.
Yeah.
And so it's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Good question.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah.
I think you guys are doing great things, and I really appreciate you coming in and spreading the word. If somebody's out there that knows somebody that needs maybe a little help and push into this direction, or they themselves want to make a change, how do they do that? They just show up.
Just show up.
Yeah. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to call.
No. Awakenings Church, awakenings.church. We're on the internet. It's got our contact information on there, so you can reach out to me or just show up. Can I give one last plug real quick?
Of course.
So there's a team behind the scenes, and we didn't talk about that team today.
Okay.
But there's beautiful, beautiful people. Like Corey leads our worship. Jan is running, the hospitality club. Chip and Jen are running the behind-the-scenes stuff and the activities. Lisa's helping with our administrative side of things. And I could really go on and on and on. This is a actual team of people that are running a program that's making this thing work. And I'd be remiss not to flop it.
And that you made me think of another point. If somebody wants to donate or maybe bring in food, how do they can just bring it in, right?
Listen, brother, I'm not going to turn that away. Give me a holler.
Of course, yeah. Go to the website.
You can donate on our website.
Yeah.
And we are crowdfunding.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the reality of it.
Sure.
And we do barely squeak by.
Yeah.
So if you want to help us out, because we're doing good things with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys are.
Yep.
Well, thank you for coming in. But you guys are doing really, really great stuff, especially in a time where it seems fentanyl and other things are other things too, not just that, are have a really tight grip on people's lives here in Miami County. Yeah. And so thank you for coming in. Neil, thank you. Caitlin, thank you. And Matt Wendell, thank you.
Honored to be here.
Yeah, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and you guys are doing great things. So thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Really appreciate it. It's 8:40 on this Thursday, 61 degrees, and coming up right now, we've got the great band, Break